Hi, I have a channeled message today. Um, it's for somebody out there who are at a crossroads, and the Spirit thought it prudent for me to clarify the difference between when Spirit tells you to rest and when Spirit tells you to trust. Now, the difference may seem subtle, but the focus when you are told to rest is all about, again, it's a seems like a passive action, but it's a choice to hold yourself in place and to not act when you may feel compelled to act out of a place of fear, anxiety, or whatever. That's when Spirit is most likely to deliver a message about rest and why rest is so important. Because sometimes we need to not give our energy all of the time. Sometimes we need that balance of being able to receive as well, not just in the form of gifts. And I need to emphasize, it may not be right for you to accept gifts at this time. So don't confuse what I mean. I mean the universe giving back and watching things unfurl. So, yes, so when it comes to trusting the universe, it's not a resting process. It's go about your business and everything will line up as it is supposed to. So it's like, don't invest all of your energies on manifesting this desired outcome. Trust that we will put the things in place for you. Nothing more is needed from you at this time. And you can continue about what you are doing. So continue doing is the message of trust. But don't focus so much on the thing that you want desperately, that you desire. Don't focus on the outcome, focus on the present moment. And I think that that's really, really important. That's the message. It's really, really important that you trust at this time. Let me give you an example of what I mean by trust. So, say that you want to travel in your life. You want a career where you get to see the world, and you don't see that for yourself at the moment because you may have a family, you may be, um, for some reason, the term knee deep in a relationship came to mind. So, something that is long established and there doesn't seem to be any hope for the life that you want to live. You feel that life has passed you by and that these opportunities are long gone, you're too old, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying. And the thing is about trust is you don't get to choose how Spirit makes that happen for you. If you want something, make sure that you actually want it and you want it to, no matter what you have to give in return. Um, and the reason why I say that is you may have a relationship where you are a deeply loyal and devoted person. So, and the person that you are with, that you love deeply, and they love you deeply, maybe they aren't in alignment with the future that you want. And if Spirit says you want this thing, but you are too loyal to give up what you have, they may go the path of least resistance, which may be something quite unpleasant. It might be a situation, say that you're more loyal and devoted than your partner. Well, they may create a future that makes it easier for you to decouple yourself. They may make give your partner opportunities to cheat on you. And now that may sound like absolutely terrible, and you're like, why would they do that? But they're just ensuring that you get what you want and that you are surrounded by the best possible people in order to make that happen. Now, the thing about trust is you either have to make a choice. That's not actually what I want. I want a loyal, devoted partner, and I'm happy to stay where I am. And I want them to be loyal too. But if you trust, you have to actually trust unapologetically in the divine to bring you what you need in order to get where you want to go. And that can be a very painful, unpleasant process. And so you have to decide is that you have to trust. You have to know what trust means. Trust is not rest, as I was saying before. Trust is a genuine process of accepting the consequences of the thing that you want and deciding that you don't get to have all of the circumstances that you have now. Because if you had all of the circumstances you had now, you wouldn't be able to have the thing of the future. So I hope that makes sense. And the problem is when you trust the divine, or you don't trust the divine rather, you may be tempted to be, even if you see it in your future and someone does a tarot reading and says your partner's going to cheat on you and you go, oh, absolutely not, they are loyal and devoted. That may actually be true at the time. That may be absolutely true. So you cannot get mad even at your partner for making those decisions because they haven't made them yet. But you don't know what the future holds, and you have to trust that even the most negative circumstances that totally uproot your life will get you to where you need to go. But you also need to commit that if they do uproot your life in such a way that you will not, I heard the word resignation. So you actually have to, like, if they put the things in place, they open the door, you still have to walk out the door. So that is a message that's for a certain somebody today. So Spirit is telling you, no, don't rest. They want you to trust. So don't rest, trust. We want you to continue doing and acting and being in that energy of action, but we don't want you to focus on manifesting at this time. We don't want you to rest and wait for things to be delivered to your door. That is not what is intended at this time. You're skill building. So when you trust, you are actually still, even though you're not focusing on the thing that you're working towards, the goal, you still are working towards it, even if you don't know it. So yes, thank you for listening. I hope this was helpful to somebody.